Would you like to enhance your ability to maintain balance? I have a set of exercises that you can perform on a daily basis. This approach will effectively address any issues with your stability. Welcome to another day and another week at Fisiolution, your go-to channel for physiotherapy, health, and well-being. Today, we will focus on improving our balance through a series of exercises. To begin, we need to start by removing our shoes. Let's get started. Ole! Now we will proceed by placing our legs in front of the projection, in the area of our shadow, where we can find balance, just at the level of our eyes. Let's take a moment to relax, extending our arms out to form a cross, as we prepare to begin this exercise. Using one finger, let's touch our nose and then repeat the action with the other finger. You might be thinking, Victor, this is incredibly simple. And you're right, there's no issue with balance if you're in good health. However, things start to get more complicated if you're not in the best state of health. If this exercise seems easy to you, I challenge you to repeat it for a full minute. Feel free to lower your shoulders slightly throughout. And remember, we want to focus on removing our visual senses. By doing so, we enhance our foot sensors, allowing our brain to quickly communicate with the soles of our feet, perceiving what we're physically touching. Now, let's close our eyes and continue the exercise for another minute, steadily touching our nose. Touching the nose can be used as a simple test to assess various problems such as hearing impairment, visual issues, or cerebellum dysfunction, which can affect our balance. If any of these problems occur, we may experience swaying or loss of balance while performing this exercise. In such cases, it is important to open our eyes and stop attempting the exercise to avoid any risks associated with the balance deficit. To further analyze our condition, we can repeat the exercise slightly every day and observe any changes that may occur. However, if closing our eyes during the exercise leads to dizziness, it is crucial to consult a doctor for further evaluation, as this may indicate an underlying health issue. Another exercise to enhance balance involves the use of unipodal support. By standing on one leg, with the support being slightly off-center rather than directly in the middle of our axis, we can perform the initial exercise. This modification allows for slight movements of the leg in order to maintain control, by touching it with the other leg if balance is lost. Once we achieve stability with unipodal support, we can challenge ourselves further by raising our arms and performing the same exercise. Even the most skilled individuals may experience a slight destabilization, as the absence of a visual reference point limits our balance. It is advised to avoid closing our eyes during this exercise, as it becomes impractical to execute properly. Another interesting variation involves incorporating a tennis ball into the unipodal support exercise. While standing on one leg, we can bounce the tennis ball and catch it with our free hand. This adds an additional coordination element to the exercise and further engages our motor skills. By introducing these modified exercises, we strive to improve our balance and discover any areas of imbalance that may exist. Regular practice in a controlled manner is essential, with attention given to any signs or sensations that indicate a need for medical review. We are planning to cause instability, destabilize. We can also have fun by throwing the ball up, slapping it once or twice, just like the game we used to play when we were young, to determine who can slap it the most. By engaging in this game of arm movements and regular destabilizations while searching for the ball, we can improve our balance. Just remember, these exercises should be done for 1, 2, or 3 minutes at most. It is not advisable to work on your balance for longer than 3 minutes, as it may cause fatigue in the leg or back. In brief, balance refers to the ability to maintain a vertical posture utilizing compensatory movements involving both overall and precise motor skills. This ability is pertinent in 2 scenarios: when an individual is motionless, static balance, and when an individual is in motion, dynamic balance. Third exercise to improve your balance. You may have noticed the presence of a red line painted on the ground. I encourage you to step out into the street or locate a line in your home where the wooden beams or floor edges intersect. Now let's proceed as follows. Place one foot behind the other, slowly and steadily. Extend your arms out to the sides in order to achieve equilibrium. As you attempt this position with your hands by your sides, it is expected that your balance will falter, leading to movement. To counter this, it is recommended to fix your gaze upon a specific point. Rather than looking at the line itself, this method will prevent distractions and facilitate better progress. Once you reach the end of the line, we will make a U-turn and calmly walk back along the same line. You may think this exercise appears overly simplistic, but it serves to re-establish balance and remarkably enhances your stability. Give it a try should you desire a heightened sense of equilibrium. In order to generate a greater imbalance, we can try stepping on a tennis ball while standing on an unstable surface. By placing our forefoot onto the ball, we can achieve a one-legged stance. Oh, so you're experiencing some difficulties now, huh? It seems like those who found it easy are starting to struggle. Well, don't worry. Things are about to get a bit more challenging. You see, there are countless ways to add complexity to this exercise. One simple yet highly effective method is to focus on one leg at a time before moving on to the other. Makes sense, right? By doing this, we introduce a whole new level of difficulty. Let's move on to the fourth exercise, which aims to improve your balance. Now, we'll be using unipodal supports, which further complicates the task. We'll stand on one leg, for instance, the right leg, and then we'll lightly touch forward and backward without any support. This deliberate imbalance will activate the muscles and reinforce our body's ability to maintain balance. It trains our muscles to respond effectively and quickly when faced with an imbalance in the future. Additionally, we can also perform this exercise from left to right, helping to strengthen the supporting muscles. Take a look at how my arms compensate for the uneven weight distribution caused by the unsupported leg, even extending behind my body, creating an additional challenge. It's quite common to use your arms to compensate for leg imbalances. These exercises, which I mentioned earlier, are completed in 1 to 3 minutes. The final exercise is aimed at improving your balance, but it actually focuses on building strength. To do this, find a chair and position yourself with a 90-degree angle at the ankle, knee, and hip. Now, let's perform the exercise. Slowly rise up while extending your arms forward, and then carefully lower yourself down, taking your time. Remember to go very slow, steadily descending until you are fully seated. Engaging your core and using your legs will greatly enhance this exercise. Note that it is strictly prohibited to rush or hurry through this exercise. We slowly collapse. Conversely, we ascend gradually, very gradually, very gradually, very gradually, very gradually. This action aids in developing leg and hip muscles, which is highly beneficial for tackling balance-related situations. It is recommended to perform this exercise in 2 sets of 10 repetitions at minimum. You have been provided with the following passage in English, US, regarding core exercises and improving balance. Your task is to reformulate the text while maintaining its meaning without exceeding a character count of 3085. Here is the reformulated text. Repetitions are essential when it comes to strength exercises, including the final chicken core exercise. The core plays a vital role in maintaining balance. Let me describe a particularly easy exercise called a plancha. To perform it, lie down on the floor while supporting your forearms and shoulders. Position your elbows in line with your shoulders, and then place your feet gently on the floor. Proceed by doing a pelvic retroversion, raising yourself up while focusing on your breathing. This exercise engages your abdominal, gluteal, and leg muscles. Hold this position for 20 seconds before resting. Another simple exercise is the anterior plank. Although it may seem challenging, you can modify it by lower your knees. This modification caters to your individual fitness level if the full plank is too difficult initially. To succeed, it is crucial to put effort into improving your physical health and fitness. I suggest doing 3 to 4 planks per day. Over time, this routine will assist in developing core strength and enhancing balance. Neglecting these symptoms and failing to seek medical advice can be detrimental. Regular checkups with your doctor are essential for detecting and addressing balance issues that are not effectively managed through simple exercises. The promising aspect of these exercises is that consistent practice leads to steady improvements in balance. Similar to strength training, pursuing balance training daily will yield noticeable results. I guarantee that within 6 to 8 weeks of performing these exercises regularly, your balance will exceed what you initially began with. I urge you to maintain daily core exercises to fortify your core and enhance balance. Additionally, I'd like to provide a video addressing dizziness for those who may be experiencing that issue. With progressively improving balance, you can live a healthier, more stable life. As always, good luck to healing and beyond. Farewell.